Boom.
Hey, welcome to week 5 of the Dude Ranch Pigskin Pick'em. Before I get into what we did last week, I want to send a big shout out to the Hiroshima Hammer Squad for pulling through that victory and giving yours truly, Big Grizzly, sole possession of first place in the fucking Delta variant division of our fantasy football league. Shout out to the Hiroshima Hammer Squad. He gave him a big pep talk. All right, so last week, me and Waz went 3-1. Brady, Mr. 500, went 2-2. Drew pulling in at 0-4. Together, we also went 2-2 on the sperm bank. Brady and Waz hit theirs. Me and Drew lost ours. I got fucked because Louisville's dumbass motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna get into that. So for the season, I'm leading with 14-2. Hammer's 2 games behind me at 12-4. Mr. 500 already said 8-8, and Drew was a paltry 4-12. At this point, he don't look like he's gonna repeat as champion. We'll just jump right into it. Mr. 0-4 wants to go first with his pick, so go ahead, Mr. 0-4.
All right, so there's a reason I wanted to go first here, because when you're down in the gambling or in life, you got to make a call to someone who's going to make life easy. And when you need someone to make life easy, you call Liberty, because Liberty fucking makes it easy, baby. Malik Wills is a superstar. He's a stud. Give me Liberty -6.5 versus Syracuse, baby. Love the Liberty pick. Win by a touchdown. It's gonna happen, big time. They're gonna make life a little bit easier for me because I've been struggling. I'm 0-2 in fantasy. I'm 4-12 in the gambling show. Just struggles all around, you know. But we're gonna bounce back. We're gonna bounce back.
You're not gambling.
We're gonna bounce back all around. All right, my second pick. Big Grizzly brought up this team a little bit. They screwed them last week, but they're only giving 2.5 points to Florida State. Give me Louisville, baby. A big win last week versus UCF. Florida State fucking stinks this year. Give me Louisville. They're going to fucking dominate them, piss pound them. They're going to fuck them hard. And my last pick, this was a tough one because I know Arkansas is a good football team, but Texas A&M is playing some fucking really good football out there. Give me TAMU -4.5 at Arkansas. Love TAMU, baby. That's all I got. 3-0 right there. Boom. We're bouncing back.
Drew, real quick, do you want Liberty at 5.5? Because that's what that was 5.5 yesterday. Do you want them at 5.5?
Well, it's 6.5. So I'll take 6.5. Huh?
It must have went up then.
Yeah. So 6.5 then. That's what I got it at.
Waz, do you want to go or you want to defer to Mr. 500?
I'd like to go.
Go ahead.
I'd like to go. Okay. First off, you know, I love the fact I have 5 games, okay? 5 games, and I didn't know which ones to pick. I love them all. Okay? I didn't know which ones I'm gonna use as my sperm bank. I've been kind of 50-50 with my sperm bank, and so I'm gonna have to go ahead. And I'm going to take Iowa State -7.5 against Baylor. Iowa State looks real good this year. Baylor, I mean, it's fucking Baylor, okay? RG3 ain't there. It's going to be dog shit, okay? RG3 ain't there. I don't know who the fuck they think they are. They ain't going to fucking cover. Iowa State big. Iowa State by a billion. Billions and billions and billions. Okay. Pick number 2. Chiefs -6.5 against the Chargers. Oh, yeah. Close game against the Ravens. I know it was a big emotional game, but they're due for a big bounce back. They're going to have a big offensive explosion against the Chargers. The Chargers ain't going to do shit but stink. Okay, Herbert the pervert's gonna go out there. I mean, the Chiefs' defense, they looked good at certain points during that game. I look for them to bring it all in, and just squish all the pimples on Herbert the pervert's fucking head.
Hey, my fantasy team does not like the sound of that one.
They're gonna squish it, baby. They're gonna squish it. Okay. And for my third pick, okay, I had to make sure that this wasn't going to be one of my sperm banks because of how 50-50 my sperm banks were, okay? And this is going to be a fucking team that I'll tell you what. You take the points with this team. If you're getting points at any point in your life with this team, you always take the points. However, if they're favorites, never touch them, okay? And I am, of course, talking about the University of Notre Dame, baby, okay? Wisconsin, Notre Dame, they're getting 6.5 points. Big cock Jack Cohen is fucking gonna play against his old fucking team. Look for him to go in there and absolutely sling the fucking rock. I'm looking for him to sling 7 touchdowns. It's gonna be a big tight end dominated fucking game. Looking for baby Gronk for maybe to score 3-4 touchdowns. If there's any way you get an anytime touchdown score in whatever book you have, just lay it all on baby fucking Gronk, okay? Sorry to cut in on your fucking specialty there, Brady, but will happen.
What's his name what's his real name so I can put the bet in?
Baby Gronk.
What's his first and last name? His real name?
Baby
You don't know.
Gronk.
No idea.
Baby.
And how many people are gonna have the nickname Baby Gronk?
Oh, there's been like 4.
A lot. Too many.
Record, I was writing Notre Dame down before he even fucking said that.
Oh yeah, you could tell where he was going.
I knew where that was going. All right, Terminator, give me 3 picks.
I'm all black. I'm in business today. I'm coming back in. I've been 2-2 all week. I've went second every time on the show, so that just means I'm going to turn it around now. I didn't go second this week. I'm going to start out with Thursday night game. NFL works in mysterious ways. I don't know. I can't explain it. Carolina has looked virtually untouchable in the first 2 weeks, so it's only fitting they're going to lose outright to the Texans. Give me the Texans plus 7.5. Because why the fuck not? That's how the NFL works, right? And it's Thursday night. It's going to be weird. It's in Houston. Short week. I'll take the points for sure.
No Tyrod Taylor though. Who's going to play quarterback?
Doesn't matter.
Maybe Pigskin comes back this week.
Maybe Deshaun just shows up out of nowhere.
You're going to look like if he plays, they're winning outright.
Little coming out party for Deshaun. And I'm going to stay in the state of Texas. I'm going to take the Ponies of Southern Methodist University plus 9.5 over TCU, also Texas, but SMU. Got little numbers here. I don't do numbers often, but SMU 5-2 in their last 7 against the Big 12 ATS. 4-1 in their last 5 non-conference games. I like the numbers. I'm a big numbers guy sometimes.
Numbers. You got all the numbers.
Yep. And they're 9-4 in their September games ATS. And finally, we're back to my fucking bread and butter. My conference is back. They're playing conference games. The MAC. We have a big fucking slate of MAC games this week. I'm going to take the best team in the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, minus 4.5 over Ball State. Toledo, in their last 19 games on the road as a favorite, they're 14-5 ATS. Give me Toledo, minus 4.5.
Brady's going with numbers this week. I love it. He's going to turn his fortunes around because I always said the numbers fucking matter. Always look at the fucking numbers. Always look at the numbers. All right, so my 3 picks. My first one, and I'll get more into this later, but I'm taking Marshall plus 7.5 against App State. Okay, this is gonna be a high scoring game. I'll get more into it later. Marshall's putting up over 600 yards of fucking offense per game. And App State, they're no slouches themselves. They're putting up like fucking almost 500 yards. This is going to be an old-fashioned fucking shootout. I look for it to be a close game at the end. Marshall will cover the 7.5. I don't know if they'll win. I think they're going to lose, but it don't matter. We go by fucking point spreads there. And my second pick, Paul Liberty. Liberty makes it easy. I didn't even realize I put on this shirt. And I think Liberty, that's a sign. Paul Liberty. Drew, I remember I said that because when I do my picks on Monday, this was minus 5.5 against Syracuse.
Right, it went up to 6.5. I just checked.
If you want me to bump it up to 6.5, I'll bump it up to 6.5.
I don't care.
I think Liberty's gonna fucking throttle these fuckers. Liberty has covered their last fucking 10 games. Covered them all. They got a high-powered offense, averaging 275 through the air and 225 on the ground. So it's a balanced attack. Syracuse just stinks. They're catching fucking 6.5 or 5.5 at home against Liberty.
And they did just pummel Albany.
The great Dane.
And it ain't much of a balanced attack. It's Malik Wells running and throwing the ball. He's their leading rusher and their leading passer. I'm shocked he's not their leading receiver somehow.
He's too dynamic for them.
Yeah.
So my third pick is I'm going to NC State plus 10.5 at home against Clemson. This Clemson team's just having a hard time fucking putting points on the board. Let me give you some numbers. They're only averaging 22 per. It's just probably like 20 points lower than what they're normally average. Their offense is less than 400 yards a game. On the flip side, North Carolina State scoring 33 per with almost 500 yards of offense. Listen to Clemson offensive ranks. They rank 105th in scoring, 102nd in passing, and 94th in the nation in rushing. And they're 0-3 ATS this year, where NC State's 2-1. NC State's the home team. I love NC State to cover this. Clemson may squeak out another fucking field goal win or a touchdown win. I don't think they're covering the 10.5. So I got Marshall plus 7.5, Liberty minus 5.5, NC State plus 10.5 against Clemson. All right, so there we go. We'll go to upset. We'll go, Drew, what's your upset?
All right. Listen, when more than one of us pick a game, it's going to hit. Wake up the echoes, baby!
Why'd you have to fucking do this to us, Drew? Motherfucker. I got to do it.
Wake him up, baby. Jack Cohen has a 12-inch cock this week, and he's going to fuck those Big Ten okey dokes up there in Wisconsin, baby.
It might grow a whole nother inch.
It might get to 13 after this week. He's going to fuck them, baby. Notre Dame, upset win over Wisconsin. They're going to get it done. They're going up into Madison to do it. I believe in them. Waz does too.
Well, Drew just did a little piggyback. I'm going to do a little piggyback. Not only will NC State cover, they're going to outright win over Clemson. I'm calling an outright win. Clemson's been struggling. It's their year to fucking stink. They're done. They got fucking manhandled by Georgia. That offense couldn't do shit. And ever since that game, it's like someone who breaks their fucking jaw in the UFC. They can't do a fucking thing. They're done. Get them out of there.
I can totally see it. I can totally see that. I just love the 10.5. That's why I made that pick. Brady, you're upset.
So I know these don't count, but I still like to pride myself on the upset. I did win it last year. I only got one this week. I won so far this year. It's going to be 2 this week, and I'm going to go ahead on a safe limb and say there will never be a bigger upset prediction on this show than this pick right here. Plus 900 on the money line. Give me the Fighting Shianos of Rutgers, the Scarlet Knights, to beat Michigan. Because how much of a Michigan thing to do would it be to come out 3-0, look fucking great, and then just fucking lay an egg to Rutgers? Michigan hasn't been tested at all this year. They played 3 cupcakes. Rutgers is actually a decent fucking team this year. I can't believe I'm saying it, but they've beat some decent schools. They pounded fucking Temple. Temple's not that great. They've beaten some decent schools. I like the Fighting Shianos to come into fucking Ann Arbor and just poop all over the hype train that the Michigan Wolverines have going.
I would like to say there was a bigger upset called, and it was by the Brady Gates last year, Ole Miss versus Alabama, and he was damn close to pulling that one out.
Yeah, it didn't happen, though. I'm saying this one's going to happen. That one was close. It was a 1-score fucking game. They were getting 20 points. It was close. If they could have got 1 stop, they would have won that game. They couldn't get a stop. Nevertheless.
This would be a total Michigan
thing.
Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh Michigan thing to fucking do. Total. I can see that.
And they might, maybe they do win, but I'm telling you, I'm all over the 22 and a half or whatever the fuck it was, 22, 23 and a half. I didn't use it as one of my picks just because I didn't want to double dip, but fuck. I'm just telling you, I've been watching Michigan football for a long time, and it would just be like I wouldn't even be surprised. Like I really would. Like it's just the Michigan thing to do. They're getting all this national media attention. Everyone's sucking their dick. Oh, they finally got a good offense. Nope. What do? They lose to the Fighting Shianos of Rutgers at home. Come on, tell me you don't see it happening.
I see it happening, and they're not that good. Like I've watched.
They're not. They've played 3 cupcakes.
It's not that good.
Yeah.
Their quarterback play doesn't look good. It looks the same as it's been since Jim Harbaugh's been.
No.
I'm not sold.
Yeah, they're only good if they can run the ball.
Right.
Which is probably the case for almost everyone in the fucking world. If you can run the ball, you're going to win a lot of games. But anyway.
All right, so my upset pick, and Drew touched something on this earlier. Listen, last year and into this year, if 3 or even 4 of us pick the same fucking team, you might as well just go right to the fucking bank, go get your 401k, roll it out, put it all on this fucking team, because I like fucking Notre Dame over Wisconsin. This just jumped right off the page. I've seen Wisconsin.
Thank you, Grizz. I didn't want Drew to be the only motherfucker that, besides myself, picking him as jinx.
So I've seen Wisconsin a couple of times. I've seen Notre Dame a couple of times this year. This game is going to be, and this is how Wisconsin likes to play, but I got a message for Wisconsin. Notre Dame's going to do it better than you. Wisconsin likes to play hat on hat. You play with Notre Dame hat on hat, you're going to fucking lose because Notre Dame's bigger than you and they're faster than you. And I think
stronger than you.
They're stronger. The quarterback play's been a little bad out of Notre Dame this year, but I think this is the game. Maybe their offense starts fucking clicking and getting it together. Wisconsin's defense is good, but this is hat on hat football. Notre Dame's gonna fucking win this.
Hey, I forgot to mention. I got too hyped about the song. I want to mention this. Jack Cohen. Where did he transfer from? The University of Wisconsin. He's gonna come back.
I said that earlier.
Oh, I don't remember that. Sorry.
Yeah, you said. And no, that's a good storyline because how many times do you see a guy go back to the team he couldn't get any playing time for and kill them?
Yep.
Honestly, in my opinion, this isn't a fucking upset. I just think Notre Dame's a better football team. I honestly don't know how Notre Dame's catching that many points.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
It's Michael Meyer, by the way. Sorry. I just woke up fucking 10 minutes ago, so give me a fucking break on the goddamn people's names. But Michael Mayer.
Google's a hell of an invention.
My hands have been on my cock for the last 5 minutes. I'm literally
put your money
on mybookie.fucking.ag right here, buddy. That's the only tab open, so suck my fucking cock from the back.
From the back. That's serious when you say from the back. So go to the bank, put fucking money on Notre Dame. 3 of us said it. I bet you Brady likes them too. Man. All right, it's that time of the week. Sperm Bank lock of the week. Drew, what do you got?
Okay. Now, I hate doing this because I don't want to look like a homer. But there's something that's coming out. That Big Ben is hurt. And an injured Big Ben is due for a 300-yard, 3-passing touchdown game. And when do we need it most when our offense looks bleak? It's this week. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers minus 4.5 versus Cincinnati at home. I fucking love it.
It's actually 3.5 now if you want 3.5.
I don't know. I saw it today at 4.5. Maybe it's down. Whatever. I don't care. We're going to beat them by a lot. I'm telling you, this is typical Big Ben. I'm not saying he's not hurt, but we all know. We're all Steelers.
Do we even have 3 touchdowns all year?
I don't know.
From the offense?
I don't know, but listen. We all know. We're all Steeler fans. We know Big Ben, he likes to over-dramatize his injuries, and then he comes out that day. It's a little fucking decoy tactic. He lulls him to sleep, and then boom, puts him over the top, baby. Steelers. I want to fucking make a little prediction. Bump up the line to Steelers minus 9.5. We're going to win by 10 plus on Sunday. Fucking boom. Steelers big this week. I'm back home. I'm not in the stadium. I'm back home where I belong.
Drew, I personally agree with you on this just because Cincinnati's defense fucking sucks. When they give up 30 points to fucking Chicago, yeah, they stink. Chicago. That's all you need to know about that. All right, Waz, give me your sperm bank lock of the week.
I'll tell you what. I'm a sucker for fucking goddamn Fun Belt football and Mac attack, baby. We're going to the Mac. The Toledo Red Rockets. The rocket is red because their penises have been fucking tugging for hours, baby. -4.5. I love this fucking line. It's beautiful. I love it. I wanted to fucking pound this line fucking harder than I pound my pud. It's lovely.
All right, I'll do it.
What, pound your
Great
butt?
pick, my friend. Great pick.
No, fucking bail it in. What day is this game?
Saturday at noon.
Okay,
No, two.
Okay, that's good. All my money's tied up right now in fucking bets. All right, Brady, give me your sperm bank lock of the week.
Okay, well, I was playing possum with you guys. Notre Dame, it's fucking easy. +5.5. Come on. What the fuck, man? Who even made this line? I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna look like a real fucking idiot come next week, but Jesus fuck, Wisconsin stinks. They got a good defense, but that quarterback sucks. Jack Cohen, he kind of sucks too, but fuck, I mean, he's gonna come in there with a chip on his shoulder. At least this week he'll look fucking good. Notre Dame +5.5. Come on. I can't believe it. I don't know. I can't believe this ain't. I mean, if you want to make this a pick'em, if you want to make it a pick'em, go ahead. Make it a pick'em. I don't give a shit. But I don't even see a way Notre Dame loses this game, let alone doesn't cover 5.5. I mean, I would have thought Notre Dame would have been favored by a fucking field goal in this game. But anyway, whatever. I'll take it. You want to give me 5.5 in this game? I'll take it.
I gave you 6.5. I gave the game as
Yeah,
Waz.
it's 6.5 today.
Whatever.
I-
I'll give me 2.5. I don't give a fuck.
That's it. I'm going big on this game. That's 4 of us. All fucking 4 of us picked Notre Dame. Me and Drew picked them on the fucking money line, and the other two, I know they think Notre Dame's going to win on the money line too. I'm bailing it in. Notre Dame, all 4 of us picked Notre Dame over Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Go line, take the fucking points if you want. You'll win more on the money line. You got the balls going.
I'll tell you what. I'm a big Notre Dame fan, okay? And I also love gambling. You add them two together, you get an expert on gambling on Notre Dame. They don't do well covering a spread as favorites.
No, hell no.
But when they're
fade them.
underdogs, I can't remember a time in the last 5 years they didn't cover the spread as underdogs.
Well, I was gonna say, unless they're playing Alabama, you don't take them with the point.
No,
But
even against Bama, we covered the spread against them.
They did.
covered.
And playing Georgia, them times we lost against Georgia, covered the spread.
last year
We cover
against
spreads.
Clemson, you covered. Yeah, no, I agree with Waz wholeheartedly. I mean, I pay a lot of attention to Notre Dame too. If they're giving points, fade them. They'll win, but they won't cover. But
Yeah.
if they're getting points, fucking take it.
See, my thing with Notre Dame is when they give a lot of points, I'll fade them. If it's a good game and they're giving a point or two or a couple points, to me that's almost like a push anyhow. That's like a pick 'em game. So I don't mind taking Notre Dame as a favorite just with a few points.
If this
A lot of points, I get nervous because that's not their fucking style. Their
Yeah.
style has never been to run up a fucking score on people.
I don't know. I think I don't remember the last time we've all 4 have picked the same fucking game. So
It happened a couple times last year, and it hit every time. Every time 3 or 4 of us picked a game, it hit every single time. All right, so my sperm bank lock of the week. I called it last week, the Louisville line. I said the Louisville. Who the fuck did they play?
UCF.
UCF. Yeah, I called that line. I said that line was going to drop faster than a fucking drunk high school girl on prom night. This line here is going to do the exact opposite. This is going to jump. I don't know what it's at. I didn't look at it today, but I already booked it. I already got my bet in. Over 55.5, Marshall App State. I think this game's going to be over 70 fucking points. I already explained to you earlier how many fucking yards of offense both of these teams are averaging. 30, 40, and 33. So they average together over 70 fucking points a game. I had no idea this could be a trap, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be well over 55.5. You might have this shit covered at fucking halftime. I love that. Marshall, 6 of their last 7 games have been over. The total hit over. So they scored a lot of fucking points. They also give up a lot of points, which is very good because App State, 9 of 13 of their last fucking games have all hit the over. So the odds favor the fucking over here. I steered you wrong last week. I said under. Like Drew always says, life's too short to bet the fucking under. So this week we're betting the fucking over. But I do want to say for the record that I got fucked because Louisville was stupid on the first drive going for it on 4th down from their own fucking 40-yard line. If they wouldn't have did that and punted, that under would have fucking hit. So fuck Louisville. I do think they're going to cover this week. That was one of my picks. That's our pick. What's anyone got? Anyone like? What do you like? I want to say that a lot of you guys' picks were picks that I was considering a lot of these. Iowa State was. I considered that one. Brady and was. Toledo, I was looking at that one. That made my final list. Drew, well, we picked Liberty together. I also Louisville too, and the reason I didn't pick Louisville because they fucked me last week, so I was a little upset and mad at them. I do like the Steelers, but I've never picked the Steelers. That was in my finals, but I would never pick them. So I picked a lot of the same games that you guys like. And Brady, I liked how you said that about that Thursday night NFL game because I can't pick. That's why you notice I picked no NFL games. I don't even know if I want to fuck with the NFL anymore. I can't figure it out.
You can. It's impossible.
So you're probably right. Texans might even win the game fucking outright.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing with the same reason I liked Carolina last week. The Saints looked like the best team in the league. They come out and they fucking lay an egg. Now Carolina looks like they're one of the best teams in the NFC. So why would it only be fitting for them to come out and lose to the fucking Texans? I mean, and it's Thursday night. Thursday nights are weird. Carolina's
I want to say something as well. As a New England Patriots fan, I don't know why we're 3-point favorites over the Saints. I told this to the boys. Don't touch this game this week. I'm telling you right now, it might be a really good thing for us, or it might be really bad. It's a trick. It's a trick. It's a trap. I don't like it. Don't touch that fucking game. I'm telling you, no matter what way you bet that, you're going to fucking lose that bet.
Hey, Brady.
Yeah.
They announced it. It's in New England.
Yeah, it's in New England.
Ooh, I might like New England.
But the starter for the Texans will not be Deshaun Watson. It'll be Davis Mills.
The hell is Davis Mills at?
But here's the thing with the Texans.
Is that their fucking fullback?
I don't know who that is.
No, he's that rookie from Stanford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it don't matter. They don't like their quarterback is kind of virtually unless they get down, their quarterback's useless. They don't want to pass. They want to run. That's the reason they went out and got 3 fucking starting running backs. They don't want to fucking pass the ball. They want to run the shit out of the ball. I don't know. Whatever.
Out of all of our picks, I don't know if this is a trend or not because of how we can't figure out the NFL. There's only 3 fucking NFL picks on this whole fucking episode. That's it.
Well, I actually looked and I didn't really like. There's a lot of lines.
There's one I really like. I like Dallas Monday night minus 3.5, but a division game, you never know how that could go.
Yeah, and Dallas just fucking looked good, so that just means they'll probably look shitty. That's how the NFL's been trending.
The NFL works. That's what was. Your Chiefs pick, here's what I don't like about that. The Chiefs are struggling on defense, dude. They are fucking struggling.
We're not going to mention that since last year, too. Since the start of last year, they're 2-13 ATS.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 2-13 ATS since last year.
Yeah.
The start of the season. Yeah. They haven't covered a spread since like week 6 of last year or something, I think.
That's because they keep getting favored by fucking these big
They were only
spreads.
favored by a field goal over the shitty-ass Ravens, dude. They should have pounded the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Ravens were due for one over
No,
the
they
Chiefs.
weren't. No, they weren't, dude.
Yeah, maybe a fully healthy Ravens team.
Yeah, maybe a fully healthy Ravens team, but
They were due.
that wasn't.
My
there's
good
no
friend Lamer
reason.
Jackson wanted to carry his sexy friend Daniel over the mountain so he could take a nice drink out of the spring.
The Chiefs just don't cover spreads. There's teams that just don't cover spreads. I don't know. They're still the best team in football, but they They don't cover spread. Well, actually,
I
don't know.
wouldn't even say that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Top
Tampa
five
Bay
for
looks-
sure.
Tampa Bay
Top
looks
five
pretty
for sure.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's probably winning the Super Bowl again this year.
Tampa Bay looks good.
I think so.
So
Yeah, here's
hey,
the thing.
so do the Rams. So do the Rams, dude.
Rams look pretty good too. Yeah.
What I think about Kansas City, dude, is I just don't like their defense. They're having real problems.
It's horrible.
They're still scoring points. They scored, but they scored 31.
Oh,
or
they'll
something.
score. They're
Oh,
gonna
yeah, they're
score.
gonna- Yeah, but
Yeah, you scored 31 points. You should win like 95%, 99% every fucking game you win. You play.
yeah.
I reduced that line down to 2.5. I went to bed. I thought, man, this is a comfortable fucking bed. I wake up in the morning, I see the fucking Ravens won. I was like, gee, with all their fucking injuries, I don't trust that Chiefs team.
Here's why I think the NFL is fucking fixed. So the Chiefs all day, the whole fucking game went right down. Pretty much anytime they wanted a touchdown, they went right down the field and scored a touchdown. So then they get the ball with like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They get the ball at their own 25. 2 plays, they're in the Ravens territory. There's still over 2 minutes left in the game. Why the fuck would you not just go right down the field, score a touchdown, and make fucking Baltimore have to come down? Instead, what do? They start fucking handing the ball off right up the fucking middle, and the idiot fumbles. Like the NFL just like it just looks fucking. It just sometimes it just looks shady, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. I've been so,
And then
I'm 14-2, and I think both my losses are fucking pros.
and then the fucking the officiating is it's like the amount of blown calls that they're coming out with on Mondays from the NFL games, or it's sickening how fucking much they're missing and how wrong they're getting it. They were talking about it on the McAfee show, like how the approval rate for the NFL officiating right now is like less than 30%. Because they're just making awful calls. This taunting rule, it's already costed 2 teams the fucking game. Like, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Brady, it's ridiculous. And me and you, Drew was at the game, so I don't know if he's seen them. But how many times did they fucking hit Ben after he threw the ball?
Oh,
every
yeah.
time we saw it, everyone's fucking going nuts.
It was ridiculous. The one guy drove him into the fucking ground.
Yeah,
and he didn't
the
even-
one guy hit him right in it. One guy hit him right here with his fucking helmet.
Yeah, we hit fucking, and that one shot on fucking Carr was a clean fucking hit. They threw the fucking flag.
Oh yeah, it's awful. It's awful. Well, and look at the fucking Tennessee and Seattle game. Tennessee was third. It was like 3rd and 30 or something, and they throw a shitty little fucking pass with late in the fourth quarter. The guy makes a fucking beautiful tackle. He gets up and he just flexes. What do? They throw a fucking flag for taunting. 15 yards, automatic first down. Tennessee comes down and wins the fucking game. Like, it's like, come on. I mean, the officiating, college football is not much better either. Their officiating's pretty bad too. But the NFL is just, oh, for fuck's sakes, is it? And then they come out the next day and they're like, oh, they've been sending teams memos apologizing and shit. What the fuck does that do? That don't do shit.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
How about get it fucking right?
Sorry.
Sorry,
Right,
guys.
right. Brady, what you said about college, though, that is true. Like, they miss fucking calls. A lot of their missed calls is on the targetings. They're way too fucking cautious on those targetings and quick to throw a guy out of the game. But when in college, do you ever see them throw a flag on that, like that Tennessee-Seattle game you were fucking talking about? When do you ever see
SEC refereeing. SEC refs do it.
You just gave them the fucking game by doing that.
Yep.
You cost Seattle a win. You literally cost Seattle a win just by flexing. Come on now. They got to be able to taunt.
I'll tell you what. Anytime you watch a fucking game with SEC refereeing, it is horribly biased. Oh my fucking God, is it bad? It's usually just, it's hard to watch. I think it was last year, Georgia, Alabama. Oh my fucking God. Just call after call after call going Alabama's way. And I mean, it wasn't the fact that I don't even think Georgia lost by fucking less than 2 possessions, but it was fucking ridiculous. Anytime Georgia made any kind of fucking light, there comes a flag. Every single fucking drive.
In my opinion, the best way is a football game. You shouldn't know the head official until like late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter. Sunday against I knew Jerome Booger was the referee within the first 35 seconds of the game because he already threw a fucking flag. I mean, God, the guy was on TV more than the fucking players were. I mean, every other player, here he comes. Fucking first down, Pittsburgh.
Hey, listen, I got a fun drinking game. But next time Jerome Booker does a fucking Steelers game, every time he says Pittsburgh, we got to take a shot.
No, my thing about the whole NFL being rigged and ref is like when they throw the flag and then they fucking huddle up.
Oh yeah, they huddle up.
They're like,
as soon as they huddle up, you know you're fucked.
They're like, what the fuck do we call her? I don't know. Who
threw the flag?
Yeah.
I don't know. It came out of my pocket. What do I call? I don't know.
Fuck. What's a typical one? Fuck. Targeting. He's gone.
Yeah, I hate when they huddle. It just seems crooked when they do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like you threw the flag. Why do you gotta huddle
Did
up?
you see that fucking one where the refs are trotting along and one's talking to the other one? And he's like, "All right, what should we call here?" And then his mic cuts off, and they come out and make a fucking call. They called like holding or something.
If you don't want to go to like a replay system or have someone up in a booth in these guys' ears, pretty much saying before they make the call if it was the right call, I don't know. They have to figure something out. Maybe miking the refs up would be a good idea. At least you would hear the conversation. Like, what do we call? Like, at least it would give you a little bit of fucking justification on what they're calling.
Another thing that pisses me off when they throw the flag, huddle up, and they're like, "There's no foul on the play." Like, what the fuck was the whole point of that? What the hell is the point?
Drew, listen though, and just about that, I agree with you. And the one thing I hate too is the fucking referee who threw the flag, who was right by the fucking play, and then he let some other motherfucker who was 30 yards away from the play tell him it wasn't a fucking flag, and then they picked it up. I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I ever fucking seen.
Yeah, referee is dog shit.
Or when you got some umpire who's 30 yards, he throws the fucking flag, and the referee who's standing right there doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things about the NFL just seems really fucking crooked.
Oh yeah. Waz raised his hand. What the hell did you raise your hand for? It like popped you up.
I don't know. It was something cool.
It popped you in the top left fucking corner of my screen. It switched you positions. It made you like have
I'm
priority.
gonna start doing that. Raise hand.
Ah, fuck. I don't got nothing else. That's all I got.
Got anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
I think we're gonna have a good
4-0, baby, for me.
I like a lot of these. I'm gonna piggyback on some of them that I didn't pick.
Comeback starts now.
I've gone 3-1 every single week so far.
You have.
I'm all over the place.
I'm very
Brady.
consistent.
Brady's 2-2. I've either been 4 or 3-1 every.
I think I've been 2-2 or 0-4. I'm all over the fucking place.
Yeah, you haven't had a week yet.
All right, starts this week. Comeback starts.
Comeback starts this week for Teabags. That'll be it. That's a wrap. Bet on them. Definitely take the fucking over on fucking Marshall.
And Notre Dame. Definitely Notre Dame.
Everyone bet on Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a fucking lot. Go bet on Notre Dame. And cut.